Good Monday morning. I don't know if you realize this or not, but God sees you and He likes what He sees. Psalm 139. O Lord, you've examined my heart and you know everything about me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too great for me to understand. You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. You watched me as I was being formed in utter seclusion, as I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. Verse 14 turns an interesting phrase. I am wonderfully complex. Now, when looking for a phrase to describe myself, wonderfully complex is not the first phrase that comes to my mind. For that matter, if you were to ask 100 people that know me and know me well to describe Pat Hurlitz, I don't think anyone would say he's wonderfully complex. Yet, God who knows me, who truly knows me better than I know myself, God says I am wonderfully complex. I've chosen to accept that at face value, and I found some real empowerment in that. He's got a purpose and an intent in the design of me. My life is not arbitrary. The very days of my life were a blueprint that God drew up ahead of time, and He worked from that before He actually created me. Now, as hard as that is to comprehend, it's comforting to know. For all my quirks and idiosyncrasies, my life is part of God's eternal plan. I have come to accept that the very thing in me that some see as obnoxious, God uses it as prophetic. For every time I've needed to be shh for speaking too loudly in some public event, there have been hundreds and hundreds of presentations of the gospel because God has designed me to be a motor mouth. I am in no wise suggesting I can blame God for when I behave rudely, but neither do I need to apologize for being who God created me to be. I'll say it again. God sees you. He likes what He sees, and He wants to use you today. Lord, you know how I struggle with this verse, that you made me like this on purpose. You see me as wonderfully complex, God, but I just generally see myself as a hot mess. I confess it's hard for me to understand. But even though I don't understand it, Lord, I choose to gratefully accept that I am wonderfully complex. Amen. Go out there and fulfill what God made you for today. I'll see you tomorrow.